Thank you for joining me. This is your NTM. As with all guided meditations or hypnosis, please do not listen to this recording while driving or operating heavy machinery. This meditation is especially for people who feel or who have been feeling in their lives very sensitive, maybe overly emotional, those empaths, those intuitives, or those highly sensitive people, like myself, who perhaps sometimes struggle in crowds of people. They tend to feel more introverted. However, if you are one of those, one of your biggest gifts is your intuition. Intuition is the scale to draw your wisdom from inside. And so today, this meditation will be very grounding. Grounding so you can feel that safety, groundedness, that support, so you can really start having new or opening up to new possibilities in your life and stop that overwhelm that sometimes can be overwhelming. Now then, let us begin. Close your eyes and get really comfortable, making sure you will not be disturbed. This is your time to go within, to be able to really leverage the gifts you've been given, the gift of sensitivity, connection to higher self, to open up to new possibilities. I want you to start relaxing from the very top of your head. Make sure you are relaxing your temples and your face. Just check for any areas in your face which may hold some tension or some tightness, and just notice it, and your attention itself will release that tension and relax your lips to cheeks to your chin, so your whole face is now nicely relaxed, including your jaw. Relax your neck, really noticing how is your body feeling today. Just feeling into it. What a pleasure getting out of our minds and thinking of our bodies relaxing. And release your shoulders, your chest. Relax the whole of your back and your lower back, feeling calm support. Relax your legs all the way down to the knees. And you'll be feeling this warm, relaxing energy going all the way to your feet, kissing your feet, relaxing them, and for your whole body, from the very top of your head all the way down to your feet, nicely relaxed, present and here and ready. And as you are here, nicely ready for this meditation, I want you to imagine that you are actually a tree. You are a tree, and as you start getting comfortable with that idea, notice that firm bark that is your body. It's growing these amazing roots inside that go all the way inside into the earth, as if your feet and your legs just turned into roots. And we're going further and further through the cracks in the earth, all the way down and spreading while grounding you and really holding you firmly in this one place, right here. You are a strong, strong tree with very strong roots all the way inside the earth, spreading into infinity. You are infinite. If you feel deeply rooted inside, firm and steady, unshakable. So notice that you have some branches coming up from the top of you. Perhaps your hair is turning into branches and twigs and leaves, And in a similar manner, it's going upwards, spreading into a beautiful tree, and these beautiful branches that also go into infinity. These beautiful branches, each of them is your access to intuition, and they are connected, your branches and your roots, almost like reversed forms of each other. So just feel yourself being this grounded and yet this opened. And as you're here, it's a beautiful, beautiful tree of any kind you can choose. So notice how sensitive this tree is. All the little leaves and tiny branches at the end, tiny but strong, strong in the middle. The further you go, the leaves are very sensitive to all the wind, anything that is happening outside, constantly swaying and moving, but inside staying completely unshakable, unmovable, grounded, because afterwards, because of the nature, you see, if you were in a laboratory, you saw some instruments, they're very expensive ones, very expensive instruments to measure something. The most expensive ones would also be the most sensitive ones. So no matter how sometimes you find it challenging, that perhaps you find yourself more sensitive today, I want you to embrace it just for this moment, to see perhaps if there is something for you that you haven't allowed to receive before. I want you to ask yourself, if your sensitivity wouldn't give it to you from a higher force, how could you best use it through benefit? If your sensitivity was the gift from a higher power, how could you best use it for your benefit? Just open some space inside of you for any questions, for any ancestors you might see, some images, some thoughts might come up and go. Stay opened up. These answers will come from the center of your being. These questions are not for your mind. Your mind will be back and tell you about your limitations. But right now, just try it for a moment to open up to new possibilities. New possibilities for you. If your sensitivity was a gift from some higher power, what would you give up in your life? Just open up, see if there are any thoughts or images coming. What would you give up? And if your sensitivity was your best gift from some high power that comes from outside of yourself, what support would you ask from others? What supports would you ask for others? Just feel and open, just to see, be curious if there is anything coming up. If your sensitivity was really your best gift given to you by this higher power, what support would you be asking for? What support would you be asking for? And relax, open up, feel the roundness, that support from the ground, from the earth. You are always supported no matter what. Whether you're sitting down, laying down, standing up, you are supported outside of what you were thinking in that moment. So just feel that. Perhaps noticing any sounds around you, like expanding your hearing to all these branches you've been growing. The more you can just listen, and the more you can listen from within and see the difference between the mind, the device of the mind, and the wisdom that comes from within. Intuition, your own wisdom opening up, giving it some space. It's just deeply listening for anything, for any images. And if you want, this moment, perhaps, there's been some thoughts coming and going. Just notice them. They're asking you for attention. Maybe something has been challenging, new day to day or in the past few days. If you want, you can drop this challenge. It's a simple statement, a simple question inside of you right now. Just listen deeply with so much curiosity, like a scientist looking for something, trusting that the answers are all there. Every question has an answer because every question is part of an answer. They are just one. They arise together. You find the right question. You also find the right answer. How do you know your life feels like it's resonating inside of you? It moves you. It touches you. Sometimes it can be a bit scary. But when you bypass that fearful mind, chopping into that safe space within you, we're listening deeply, opening up, and hoping to receive any messages from your higher self. This moment, or any moment, when you feel connected and grounded, to open with curiosity, peace of mind, empty. We continue, patient. There is no rush, trusting it. That's right. Intuition always comes to you. They always do appreciate support. Supportive for each moment. Each moment you can spend laughing with you, appreciative for each moment. Each moment you can spend with yourself in this beautiful space. No connected emotions. Just asking, always guided. Get more support, knowing that your emotions are just asking for attention, to look deeper, honoring you, and get more support. You've been given to come back until you are truly honoring your gifts you've been given, so you can use your sensitivity to also guide others who perhaps are not as sensitive, healing yourself so that you may heal others as well. Thank you for joining me in this meditation. I do hope you have found a number of intuitive answers, and have a beautiful rest of your day.